Okay, looks like. Oh, whoops, I didn't switch to my overlay that time. Sorry about that. The third set is going to be none other than BeSt, the baller Protoss player. SKT's Flash Sniper. Sorry about that. Versus, should I say fail Flash Sniper? Versus non-G, aka Light. Ha! I finally got somebody's aka right. Watch it actually not be Light. It's gonna be like Light's doppelganger, and people are gonna tell me it's not actually Light, even though it looks exactly like him. I know what you guys are gonna do. I know what you guys are gonna do. Alright, that's Light. Don't even try and tell me that that's not Light. Don't even try, guys. Don't even try. So Light, pretty famous for having pretty good TVZ and for losing to Tempest's 32 kill, or was it 33 kill Dragoon? I'm not sure if that's a good thing to be famous for. It's pure. Anyways. Whoop. I don't know why this thing keeps popping up. I don't know what that is. It's like some Dell backup thing. It's like pre-installed on my computer, and it keeps popping up and being annoying. Anyways. So, yeah, looks like we're going straight into the game. Alright, and the map is going to be Electric Circuit. By the way, guys, I think is there a little bit of audio desync on the videos? I saw some people typing about that. I haven't actually been paying too much attention. Yeah, it looks like we have the audio slightly behind the video. I'm afraid that's on the videos. I mean, that's on the YouTube videos side. It's nothing to do with my stream, so apologies, but there's nothing I can do about that. Fortunately, instead of listening to the silly Korean audio, you get to hear my lovely voice instead. Aren't you lucky? Anyways, there is BeSt. PVT definitely his best matchup, so probably pretty happy about this. PVT, or rather TVP, not Light's best matchup. But I guess we'll see what happens. And yeah, I think so far BeSt is what, 2-0, 3-0 in Pro League. Maybe. I don't think he's lost yet, right? He hasn't lost on Pro League, has he? I hope not. Oh, there. Oh man, that is fancy. They brought like a black, not a blackboard. It's like one of those boards you use with magic markers. What do they use in school nowadays? What is that called? They don't use, like, they're not blackboards anymore. Like, you don't write with them on chalk, or you don't write on them with chalk. I completely bungled that sentence. Dry erase board? Dry erase board? Yeah. It doesn't sound very cool though. A whiteboard? I suppose that would be the antithesis of a blackboard. I heart. Okay, I don't know what that says. I'm just gonna wager it says Kim Tae-kyung. I'm just gonna guess. I have absolutely no idea. But if I was a betting man, I would bet that it's BeSt's name on there. Does it say BeSt? Ah, damn it. Whatever. Well, it's, you know, see, now the thing is, God, you see, there's only like 3 people who know Korean in my chat, so you guys could have pretended. You guys could have pretended that I was right. No, I know it's BeSt playing, but like, you can still hold up a BeSt sign. I'm just saying. Hey, we have a 12 neck from BeSt because he's a terrible person. I mean, I love Protoss and all, but if you 12 necks in PBT, you're just a bad person. Seriously, you're like one of those people that steals candy from children. Having said that, I don't actually know if those kind of people exist. Does anybody know? Like, does anybody actually steal candy from children in real life? Because that's like the expression, right? And also, I'm really confused. This SCV, man. Did he actually scout the Nexus? I wasn't paying attention. What is that SCV doing? What is that SCV doing? I don't know. So anyway, back to the story. Has anybody? Okay, so let's take a poll. Either you're currently an adult and you steal candy from children, or when you were a child, or if you're currently a child, you've had candy stolen from you by an adult. Has that ever happened to anybody? Maybe? I guess, well, there's a bit of delay, so I'll let you guys mull that over. Anyway, so it looks like the SCV just wanted to go have a nap at the 3 o'clock and then wander into the base. I'm afraid I was just paying too little attention to the game to actually make an intelligent comment about this. If anybody has something smart to say, please do write it in chat so then I can say it and make it seem like it was actually my idea. Anyway, looks like Light is going to do the SCV rush. He is going to do Le Bunker Rush against the 12 next because he did scout it in time. BeSt. Uh-oh, can you hold it off, BeSt? The 12 nexer is getting Bunker Rush. You know, 12 nex in PvT, I mean, we saw it in Stats versus C in week number 1, but as far as I know, it's kind of fallen off in the pro scene just a little bit, because if you get scouted early, like with a good SCV rush with the Vulture following up is pretty strong against it. Basically, what the Terran does is also from his first factory, normally the Terran would go straight for a siege tank, but when you see the 12 nex, you don't go for the machine shop. You just make a Vulture and rally it to the front, and then send your SCVs and send the Marines. And you can actually kill the Nexus, and I think this Nexus is actually going to get taken down here. I don't think there's any way for BeSt to save this. It's down to half health already. Looks like 2 of the SCVs will hold back. 3 of them are going to repair this Vulture. And, well, I mean, BeSt got punished for stealing candy from children. I mean, what else am I going to say? He is a dirty, dirty 12 nexer. Oh man, did you see Shy's face there? Did you see Shy's face? He had like the saddest face. He was like, "Oh my god, no." Dude, it was like he was watching a puppy getting killed, like slowly tortured or something. He just had this most horrified look on his face. Oh man. I think as a fellow Protoss player, he completely understands. So, I mean, BeSt, he's not gonna die right now. He's got 4 Dragoons out. He's okay. Look at Light being fancy with that Vulture. Anyways, so he's gonna wait. He's gonna need a Dragoon range, and they can start wailing away at that bunker. But yeah, 12 next not paying off for him, and it looks like the first siege tank is here. There's nothing being researched. Oh, it looks like Spider Mines is actually already finished. So actually, even once range finishes, it's gonna be a little bit difficult for BeSt to break this, but I mean, actually no, there's only 3 SCVs there. But look at Light being really fancy now with that siege tank. But yeah, those 6 Dragoons are going to take that down quite quickly. I really think Light should just pull back here, and look at the Zealot actually going to drag the Spider Mines, getting 2 of those mines. Oh man, Light, I hope he doesn't overcommit here, because that would be a very fast and easy way to throw away his lead, but BeSt actually might just walk on a Spider Mine, and then he'll be in even worse shape. I'm actually wondering now, why? I mean, like, do you think taking the 12 nex at the back mineral only would have been a better idea? I'm not sure. It'd be much safer, but yeah, I don't know. I'm sure the pros have experimented with that. So if BeSt takes it at the natural, I guess that's the more optimal choice. Anyway, he's gonna re-expand now. And going to send a couple of goons over to deal with that scouting barracks. But no, looks like he's going to float over on that cliff. Excuse me. So it looks like we have an engineering bay up. Light's expansion is already up as well. And that Spider Mine is making me very, very nervous. It's making the observer nervous too. He really wants to see like a giant mine go off. Oh, I think Light's actually trying to tempt his goons forward. It seems that BeSt is actually aware of that mine, though, or at least the possibility that there's a mine in the vicinity, because he's actually not budging, just making a nice Dragoon wall there at his expansion. But his expansion is so much later, and oh, looks like he actually cleared that. Didn't see what happened there. Anyways, he's actually double expanded. As you can see, he's taken his back minnow only as well. On this map, there is that back expansion tucked into your main, and looks like Light's actually going to take a very quick third of his own. Very, very nice. He's going to scout the fast third of BeSt, and he's like, oh, okay, I guess I'll just take my own expansion. Meanwhile, the first observer's out, so BeSt is going to be able to move out from his natural a little bit and clear some of these mines. But I don't think he should move out too far or risk getting vultures in his main. Anyways, the second factory now down for Light, and I think this is actually a very smart move. I think this is actually extremely intelligent, because if you think about it from the Protoss point of view, right? So BeSt lost his natural nexus. He lost the 12 nex. And then, so he's behind, right? He defends, he doesn't die immediately, but he's quite a bit behind. And so he's like, okay, I need to play a little bit risky. I'm just gonna double expand. And you know, having a decent goon count early on makes that not like a huge risk. And then Light's like, okay, so he's probably gonna double expand. So let me just take my third very quickly as well. And then is that actually faster than BeSt's third? I think that might actually be a touch faster, or about the same time anyway. And I mean, even if it's the same time, even bases is good for the Terran. And it looks like Light actually snipes the probe there that was going to expand to the 3 o'clock. I don't know if that died from the Spider-Mine splash or from the Vulture. I didn't quite see there, but a Spider-Mine did go off there, and I think that might have actually been from the mine. Which is just quite unfortunate. Anyway, oh my god. Oh god, he's gonna snipe it again. Oh, getting taken down there. But he does at least get the Nexus down, which is the important thing. So BeSt going up to a pretty quick third base. I mean, he's playing his usual style. BeSt loves to just, you know, sit back, play very passively in PvT, just take a ton of bases, make I mean, he's basically famous for just never attacking, and then like at the 25-minute mark, he does a double recall and just insta wins the game. That used to be his modus operandi. But let's see if he still plays that way. The thing is, though, in that famous finals, the Pro League finals from last year, SKT versus Flash, it was essentially SKT versus Flash, but it was called SKT versus KT, but we all know it was SKT versus Flash. So in SKT versus KT, BeSt was sent out to snipe Flash twice, and oh, I hear someone saying it's muted. Anyways, yeah, BeSt was sent out to snipe Flash twice, and he got completely owned twice. So that was quite funny. And the last game especially, the ace match, where BeSt came out again against Flash. It was like the most ridiculous game I've ever seen. Both of them are just like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make more command centers than I have units. It was like a race to see who could take the most bases. Flash is like, he's like, okay, I know BeSt is that kind of player where he's just gonna play passively and just expand. So Flash actually like out-expanded BeSt and just completely rolled him in the late game. It was so funny. And by funny I mean sad as a Protoss, but it was a really interesting game to watch. Anyway, BeSt is going up straight to Arbiters, getting his gateway count up. He sees the Terran moving out a little bit here. I don't think this is an actual push. I think he's probably just pushing out a little bit to expand one of the side expos, probably the 9 o'clock. Although I guess now that I look at these positions, perhaps if he kind of pushed along the north side there, he could simultaneously push towards the Protoss and take the 12 o'clock base. Yeah, I think that actually is what he's doing. So he's pushing towards the Protoss right now. And he could quite easily secure that 12 o'clock position. Anyways. Looks like we have a bunch of gateways from BeSt. Pretty nice gateway placement there. It's actually very nice. Not going to trap any, or rather not going to prevent any goons from being spawned. And looks like the 12 o'clock command center is taken, as I said. Okay, so, oh, the Vulture's moving in. There's plenty of goons at the, oh no, that's actually only Zelta in the actual, oh, nice block there by BeSt. Do they not have leg speed yet? Oh my god, those are actually all slow zealots. Look at those slow zealots just waddling around the natural. LOL. Oh no, it looks like speed now finishes. That was quite awkward though. That was like 2 control groups of zealots just slowly trying to catch up to those vultures. So both players going up to 4 bases here. Looks like BeSt 3 o'clock is up. He's got a pylon wall there to prevent any vulture harass. And 10 gateways doing the mass zealot pump. He actually held position them in the main base for whatever reason. Looks like a dropship is coming out. Oh, I guess he must have spotted that and he just kept his zealots in position to deal with it. Looks like 2 vultures going to go out. Look at this, very nice defense by BeSt. And yeah, that vulture drop is not going to do too much here. It's going to get a few probes here. There's no cannon in the main. Looks like probe's going to just come off and block those guys a little bit. And yeah, I mean, you got a few probes. It's probably worth it. I mean, you know, vultures are free and they have a build time of 0, so it's almost certainly worth it. But I don't think BeSt will be too annoyed by that. And he does see the 12 o'clock base. Looks like it's just now finished. Light actually transferred some SCVs too early there just now, so had those guys go all the way back to the natural. But they will start mining away there. Anyways, looks like BeSt is actually going to poke here. I don't know if he's actually going to go for it. Looks like he actually is going to go for the break here on the Terran position. I don't know if that's a good idea. It's a very nice position, but the Zealots are actually closing with the siege tanks. The Vultures were not in a good position, but oh my god, look at how deep that siege tank line is. Oh, this is not a good idea, and the vessel is there detecting everything, but more Zealots going in. He's trying to get some good mind drags. He is clearing down the leading units, but all the Zealots are dead. He is going to have to pull back now. I think he's just trying to push the Terran defenses back far enough that he can attack the 12 o'clock. Looks like he kind of did it, but if he moves into the 12 o'clock now, he's going to get the rest of his units trapped. I don't think this is a good idea. I think he should pull back with his units. Yeah, he's got 4 Dragoons in there. What is that going to do? He's going to snipe a few SCVs, just be annoying. Well, actually, he's going to be quite annoying here. Light's got to be a little bit careful when he moves up, because the rest of the units are kind of waiting in case Light gets a little bit overeager. I don't know why he's actually not just pulling the SCVs back. Meanwhile, though, it looks like we do have a counter Vulture attack here at the natural of BeSt. And no, he's actually going to the third. No, that's not going to work. That's pylon malt. So, okay, that's not going to do too much. But I don't think that was a very successful attack by BeSt at all. I mean, yeah, if we look at supply counts, 133 supply for BeSt against 124 for Light. That is quite good for Light. The Protoss should be a little bit more ahead at this point in the game. And more importantly, now they're on even bases, so BeSt, he's got to do something. He's got to expand again. I think he actually tried to expand earlier, but a Vulture sniped the probe. The observer showed that. I didn't point it out. But yeah, he's got to do something. Expand, do a big recall. I'm not really sure, but also in these positions it seems a little bit dangerous because Light's position right now is very, very close to BeSt's back door. So if he actually pushes just a little bit further, he can actually start sieging down those side disruptors in the back and perhaps just run some Vultures in the back. But it looks like we are going to have a recall here. There's lots of turrets in the way. Is the Arbiter getting in? It looks like, oh my god, what a random recall. 2 Zealots in the base, 1 Dragoon outside the base, the rest of them on that narrow thing there. Looks like BeSt didn't want to risk, trying to go in too far, and he just recalled onto the thing. That's actually really funny. So he's going to do a nice little bit of damage here. It's not the most, well, actually, I wonder if it is the most ideal recall because, he's kind of just way back there in the middle only. It's taking a little while for the Terran units to get back, but Light should be able to defend this command center. He's lost a few SCVs, but not taking significant damage. I guess BeSt he killed a lot. He killed all the turrets. I mean, there's that. Gotta give the man something. And he is now taking the bottom right natural as his 5th base, I suppose. He's gotta be careful with those siege tanks, not to splash those SCVs. They're all stacked. Oh man, he should do a mind drag. BeSt should do a mind drag. Do a mind drag. Miney. No, he's not gonna do it. But he's gonna go in here once again. Leading with the Dragoons, actually. Oh, look at this! Wait, whoa! What was that? I was about to say he was doing a good job leading with the Dragoons to clear the spider mines, but he just like ran them in. And oh, nice bomb there! It looks like a nice defense matrix on the leading siege tanks. Is it going to be enough? I don't think it's going to be enough. No, it's not nearly enough units from BeSt. Oh my god, BeSt is actually getting demolished here in this game. I mean, he did suffer the early game disadvantage, losing that 12 next, but BeSt's PvT is supposed to be better than Light's TVP. Unless Light has magically become amazingly good recently. This is actually... Wow, I'm actually quite impressed with Light's play. Having said that, he hasn't actually done too much that's spectacular. It's just BeSt keeps running headlong into the Terran siege tank wall, which is just not good. And right now, I think, yeah, it looks like Light is actually leading in supply a little bit. 142 against 137. Looks like 8 factories against the 10 gateways. And I mean, I don't know. Is Light gonna do a push soon? He doesn't actually need to do a push because BeSt keeps suiciding his army into the Terran units. Looks like he's actually breaking his own back door. That's a very interesting choice. I mean, I guess at this point, his siege tanks are kind of covering the back door. It's not like he's going to risk a ground counterattack back there. So yeah, that's not necessarily a bad choice. It gives him a little bit more flexibility, a little bit more mobility. I guess I suppose as much mobility as Terran can have, realistically. Meanwhile, he's replaced the turrets at the 6 o'clock there. He's laying some spider mines. That's basically anti-recall defense. And we have a random vulture here at the minnow only at the bottom right. Should probably actually be patrolling between that base and the main base. And whoa, BeSt! It's the second time he's just lost random goons, just running them into spider mines. Anyway, it looks like some units are moving downwards. I think Light is just going to secure the 9 o'clock base here. He seems very content to just, play a little bit more passively and just take it to a long game here. Actually, having said that, is this a real push? He's kind of gathering up in the middle of the map. It looks like he's actually going to do a real push here. I'm surprised he didn't just stay on the north side there, where his original position was. I don't know why he'd move out into the middle of the map. That seems like a bad idea to me, because obviously the middle of the map is much more open. It's a lot more open to flank attacks. Although I guess it looks like there are some kind of random platform things in the middle. I'm sorry, I don't actually know this map perfectly yet. But well, I mean, BeSt looks like both of the players are basically maxed now. BeSt is going to have to do a nice push break here, or because I don't think he actually has the gateway count to re-macro like super fast. Usually what happens at this point is once they get to 200, the Protoss usually wants to have a lot more gateways than just 10. So even when the Terran army kind of crushes them, which it usually will, they can re-max quickly. But oh my god, nice storms on the support units, on the leading units, and oh my god, all the siege tanks are clumped up. The storms are going to do so much damage, but isn't it enough? No! Looks like BeSt is going to pull back, but very nice storms clearing down all the support units. Is it enough though? I don't know if it's enough. That was really nice from BeSt. Learning a thing or two from Sir Jangbi. But I mean, the supplies are still very close. 129 supply for Light against about 140 for BeSt, and that's just always good for the Terran. 4 more gateways at the bottom right. See, if at this point in the game, the Protoss, he wants to have the bottom right all up and running. He wants to have, 10 more gateways there, 15 more gateways there, so he can mass produce units. And BeSt doesn't have it, so he's got to be really careful with the units that he does have. He can't afford to do, the standard late game Protoss tactic, which is just like charge in, and even if they're left with, 10 siege tanks, you just instantly make a second wave and remax and just go again. Meanwhile, it looks like Light has got the 9 o'clock. He's sending some SCVs down there. And oh, it looks like BeSt's bottom right gateways aren't rallied yet, but that's alright. And oh, we have an Arbiter leading here, doing a very nice job splitting up. Oh, I think he's actually leading to try and stasis a couple of science vessels or something. Yeah, you don't want to keep those Arbiters too clumped up, or one EMP can just ruin your day. Just like that, one EMP on 2 of those Arbiters, but there's the Storms, another nice EMP on the High Templar. Is it going to be enough though? Nice stasis on the leading siege tanks. The siege tanks are always so clumped, Light not really spreading out the tanks. It is quite difficult though once you have so many, and it looks like BeSt is actually going to crush through here. Oh my god, BeSt crushing Light's army. Meanwhile, a 4 Dragoon attack on the 9 o'clock base here. Light, the game is slipping through his fingers. I don't know what just happened. Light, his macro is not keeping up or something, but suddenly his army is just looking so small. Despite all of those suicide attacks from BeSt, despite what I thought was an amazing position for the Terran, it looks like BeSt just playing patiently, engaging correctly, and with nice storm usage is actually fighting his way back into this game. I'd say he's actually now in a very nice position. The 9 o'clock base is going down. He's got a nice supply lead, 166 to 109. And yeah, I mean, these vultures are going to come and try and come out and be annoying, but it's not going to do anything. Oh man, spider mines are pretty good. And it looks like actually Light is going to be able to clean up the units here and save the 9 o'clock base, but he lost all the SCVs there, and BeSt still hasn't taken the base at the bottom right main. Actually, now that I look at it, yeah, Light's SCV saturation is quite low. He has just transferred some more back to the 9 o'clock, but his economy doesn't seem to be doing too well. He's actually pretty much broke right now, whereas BeSt is still sitting on a little bit of a bank here, 1k, just a little over that. And BeSt now going for the attack. He's at 184 supply against about 120. Look at BeSt looking so bored. He's like, yep, slaying Protosses like a wizard. That's what I do, man. It's like his day job, just owning little Terrans. Oh wait, did I say Protosses? And oh my god, there's no support units for the siege tank. BeSt is gonna crush through this army. Oh wow, Light, look at him. He's like, how did I throw away this game? Memories of the Mangoon coming back to haunt him. But this is actually crazy. Stasis on the leading units. He almost got his own shuttle there. And GG from Light. BeSt showing why he is in fact known for having amazing PVT, because that was an amazing comeback. I gotta say, he was behind he had to be behind for like the first 20 minutes or something. He was behind like the entire game, and then all of a sudden, just overwhelming light. That was very well done. Good job, BeSt. Good job. So, it's going to put SKT up 2-1.